Alright, let's try that again. Let's try this again. I was talking about in my city, Memphis, Tennessee, and the surrounding area, which is Shelby County. In Memphis City and Shelby County, during the election, the primaries and whatnot, I was saying that we should all be voting Democrat because we have literally no Republicans in most positions at all. They have most of the time have no candidate qualified. The Democrats can find one to two people for just about every single position that's available. But we can't find at least one person, any one person Republicans. You can't find just one person, any person willing to run for that political position in that district, in that area. I looked at the ballot and you're pretty much giving over, we're giving up and giving over school board positions. Uh, we're giving over council positions. Uh, we're giving over, we're pretty much giving up areas by not, by simply just not having someone run against a Democrat. I mean, I've lived in Memphis. I voted since I was 18. And I've noticed that plenty of times I have no choice except the one person running for office. If you Republicans need somebody, I'm right here. But still, I mean, I do not see Shelby County Republican Party, Memphis City Republican Party, whatever. I'm right here. I don't see how you can't find at least one person for each of these districts to run against a Democrat. I looked it up and I was looking through the sample ballot and there's over 10 plus. There's 10 plus. I swear, there's 10 plus. Um, just empty seats. There's so many empty seats. There's nobody running, and then there's a Democrat running. I know there's rules, but the rules are simple. You only have to get like 25 names of people in that area that are registered to vote. That shouldn't be that hard. The rules are also simple, of course, that the person will have to live pretty much in that district or that area to be able to be, I know that some of you Republicans have some money, right? Y'all probably own land. Some of y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all could figure out a way to make sure, and in the next election coming up, because every 4 years there's an election or whatever, right? I'm pretty sure, I think actually every 2 years there's an election, but pretty sure, I'm 100% certain that somebody could get a hold of at least one person. I'm pretty sure that the whole entire Shelby County Republican Club can find somebody. They should be able to find at least one person that's Republican in all of these places. There should never be a position, elected position, that And I would be griping if it was the other way around. If I was a Democrat, which I'm not even a Republican. I'm just more lean toward a Republican than anything else because I don't have a actual valid choice. I'm actually a constitutionalist and I'm a conservative, and I'm a little bit on the libertarian side. So I'm more of a moderate. But if I was a Democrat, which I'm not a Democrat, and the reason I'm not a Democrat is because the Democrat platform is majorly anti-God and anti-biblical, and so I cannot vote that way because of the Bible and God and Christianity and those core values of the truth of the Word of God. So I cannot vote Democrat because of that. But if I was, I would be complaining the same if we had open, available positions and the Democrats couldn't find a person to vote at all. I'm pretty sure that due to some kind of gerrymandering or whatever, there's places in maybe Tennessee, maybe other states where they can't find a Democrat at all to run for certain things, just like we can't seem to find Republicans to run for certain things. Uh, because I was looking on the ballot, and then, like I said, there's over 10 positions plus positions that were just the Republican Party is just allowing any old Democrat to take over. Any old Democrat. They can't find at least one person somewhere in that big, huge Shelby County Republican Party group of people that, you could get to run for that office. I know you have to get the vote, the signatures, and you'd have to get I get it. It would be some work, but I'm pretty sure that if necessary, y'all could pitch in to buy that buy a piece of land, at least a house or something, in every one of the districts or whatever, and that way, um, when you found somebody willing to try to run for that particular elected position, you could move them in that house so that they would have the legal right to run for that position. I guess is what I'm getting at. Another thing that I'm kind of don't like is the idea that there's a law that says I have to declare a political party, have to be a member of a certain political party to vote. It's in the state of Tennessee here. We have that where for me to vote for one primary or the other, which I already said we should do away with primaries and just have choice ranked voting. Um, in the last video. Um, but I don't like that law. I really don't like the law because that's silly law. And like I said, we should just do away with primaries and do choice ranked voting. But I don't like that law because, well, it's telling me that I have to declare allegiance or loyalty to one party or the other to vote in that particular primary for that particular party's primary, which I don't like that idea. It's further dividing the people. That's why I'm more of a favor of a choice ranked voting system and abolishing the primaries altogether. Now, okay, another thing that I've noticed voting since I was 18 here in the city of Memphis. There's always a position or four that has literally only one person running. I'm not talking about, and yes, the person that is running is either a position where you don't have to declare your party, or it's a Democrat that's just going to win by default, or it's a Democrat versus an independent in some cases. Now, in 90% of these cases, I will vote by writing my own name in. Matter of fact, when I went early voting today, I only voted for one person. The rest I wrote my name in. And I only had about 6 people to vote for. And I also noticed something on the ballot, which I did not know was legal, but I guess it is. Apparently, you can be on more than one, be running for more than one thing at a time. Which I'll have to go to the Shelby County Election Commission and find out how exactly that works, because maybe, I mean, I noticed that Charlotte Bergman is running both for Congress, District 9, and I think some kind of local, um, so I guess Congress is federal, but it looked like she's also running for a state, like a state representative position. And so I'm like, I'm thinking, okay, so you can run for more than one thing, I guess, at the same time, is what I was getting at. And I'm like, that's interesting. I'm over here like, that's kind of interesting that you can run for more than one thing at the same time. So I'm just wondering, I guess look, I guess you could run for a county position, a city position, which are local, a statewide position for the state legislative office, and a federal legislative position all at the same time. That's just wild. Like, that's just crazy. Like, you could run for a state position, like say governor, but also be running for a uh, federal position, say Congress, and then at the same time have your name on the ballot in a local thing, say city council of the city. But since I live in a county and a city, you could then also be, say, running for sheriff in the county. You'd be running for 4 different positions at the same time. And if you won more than one, uh, you would have to pick which one you wanted to win. And I guess whoever came in second would automatically get the other position. Or could you hold 2 political offices at the same time? That's just an interesting question and quandary I have. I mean, I'm all for it personally. I'm like, as a person who believes in freedom, um, I wouldn't have a problem with you holding more than one political position at the same time. I still believe though that you would have to have term limits of 2 and you're through. So even if you did hold multiple political positions simultaneously. You would only be able to hold those particular ones for 2 terms. Um, yeah. Anyway, that's just some thoughts about the election, my local election thoughts, um, about that weird, crazy law that exists, and about no no party or no position should ever be just one person, one name only on the ballot. And I'm seriously considering, and have been for quite some time, um, running for something. Uh, Maybe something local. Um, Maybe get into a state legislative position, like a Tennessee state legislator, um, and or maybe even um, federal level, where it would be the Congress of the United States of America. Because really, or really, or or something local, like maybe a city councilman or something. But I really think that we need some more average Joes in office, and less people that are politicians, career politicians. We need more statesmen, and we need less, basically financially backed rich people in office, because it looks like, in my opinion, that the things that we have, the people that we have in political positions of power, are either rich, rich, or backed by rich people, or they're typical politicians that have been in office for like ever. And yeah, it's just, yeah. So, what y'all think about these thoughts? Comment down below. And who watched the Republican National Committee? Comment down below. And make sure you watch my first video, where it was my thoughts on the Republican National Committee. And remember, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Keep on gaming. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Jesus loves you. Jesus God. Jesus Lord. Jesus King. Jesus is ruler of everything. And have a great, wonderful day. Later. Oh, and this was supposed to be all in one video, not 2 videos. But it's kind of hard to film yourself, you know, and sometimes your fingers, slip or whatever. So, yeah. America.